Right now on the lineup, mounting frustration, calls for action. It continues over cuts to SEPTA, who the governor says is the holdup in this stalemate.
How much would you pay to park right by the door of a mall? One Gloucester County mall is testing out premium parking, but is it worth the price?
You may have seen a trend involving pink salt on social media that is supposed to help you lose weight, while experts say it actually may be doing more harm than good.
Those stories and more in today's edition of The Lineup, Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today.
Day 4 of those SEPTA cuts, right? The frustration is growing for riders and lawmakers.
And also growing are the days without a state budget, which includes necessary funds for SEPTA. NBC 10's DiPrato has the latest from the Frankfurt Transportation Center.
There is still no deal on how to fund SEPTA here at the Frankfurt Transportation Center. Wait times have increased and so has crowding on buses. The operators of some full buses are passing passengers at peak times, leading to longer waits. SEPTA is facing a $213 million budget gap and has cut service 20%. Governor Shapiro appears to be open to a Senate Republican proposal to use the Public Transit Trust Fund to help fund SEPTA. That is an idea that Democrats originally opposed.
What the Senate did was they basically robbed the capital fund that exists today, where there are projects that are currently earmarked for those funds or currently have shovels in the ground. It is clear that what they did, in addition to taking that money for mass transit operations, they took that money for road and bridge repairs. That money needs to remain used for mass transit.
An attorney has also sent a letter to SEPTA saying he plans to sue the transit agency. He says the cuts unfairly impact minorities and people with low income. In Frankfurt, I'm Alex DiPrato, NBC 10 News.
Got all this information on our website, including the full timeline of service cuts and fare hikes, plus alternate routes that you could take on our website, NBC10.com. Well, the Philadelphia Federation of Teachers just released details on the agreement that'll keep them from going on strike.
All right, some of the items include 3% pay raises every year, a $1,400 bonus to be paid in October, 5 weeks paid paternal leave, and a new policy on bereavement days. The agreement still needs to be approved by the Federation's 14,000 members. The FBI is searching for a group of armored truck thieves wanted for a string of robberies. We've been telling you about them in Philadelphia and Montgomery County.
Yesterday, federal authorities released new images of the men. Agents say that they're looking for 2, possibly 3 people. In each incident, the suspects armed with handguns and AR-style rifles, and they wore gloves and face coverings. Since late June, there have been 4 armed robberies, mostly in Northeast Philadelphia neighborhoods. The most recent happened August 12th at a shopping center on Old York Road in Cheltenham. The FBI is offering a $10,000 reward for anyone with information leading to an arrest. If you recognize the men, contact police. Well, the best parking spots at the Deptford Mall can now be yours for a price.
So we spotted some new signs this morning right near the mall entrance. The premier spots have a flat $10 a day rate. Right now, there are several spots marked off with those signposts. Not clear if more premier pay-to-park spots will be added. In Atlantic County, students in the Pleasantville School District, they're getting a last-minute change just a week before the start of school.
Yeah, last night the school board voted to pass new start times. Elementary students will start class at 8:55 beginning next Thursday. The middle school is set to start at 8:30. High school students report to class at 8. Officials say staggering these start times by 30 minutes will help relieve traffic congestion.
In Montgomery County, it is the first day of school for students in the North Penn School District. Kids in 1st through 12th grades will kick off the new school year. Kindergarten students will have orientation then. They will have their first day of class tomorrow. Rowan University welcomes hundreds of first-year students to campus today. They'll move into Holly Point Commons in Glassboro. That is the university's largest and newest residence hall. Houses about 1,400 students. Several Jersey Shore towns say they need help repairing damage from Hurricane Erin.
Our partners at KYW News Radio report that Atlantic City officials and leaders from Ocean City and Wildwood Crest, they say their beaches were flooded last weekend. After the storm's waves subsided, significant beach erosion was left behind. In some places, sand added from beach improvement projects last winter was washed away. Emergency management officials and local lawmakers say they're asking for federal help to replenish what the ocean took back. Eli Lilly's daily weight loss pill has passed another late-stage trial, paving the way for its approval.
So the company says the pill helped patients with obesity and type 2 diabetes lose weight and lower their blood sugar levels. Eli Lilly will now start filing for approvals around the world. It says the pills would be easier to access than the injections currently dominating the weight loss market. If you're struggling with hair loss, some new research shows what you drink could have something to do with it.
Yeah, a group in Portugal found some correlation between sugary drinks and thinning hair. Conversely, they found that eating high amounts of protein and soy products actually helped your hair. The researchers say the items can overstimulate one of the glands near your follicles, leading to hair loss. That's the sugary drinks that we're showing there on screen.
Yeah, so sugar, bad, protein
good.
Good.
Yeah, and vitamin D, good, apparently, too.
Okay.
Not that I've done research personally. Hey, if you've heard of the pink salt trick to help you lose weight, experts say don't believe the hype.
Social media influencers say the mixture of pink Himalayan sea salt, water, lemon juice, or other flavors can speed metabolism and help you lose weight. But dietitians say research doesn't back up any of those trending claims. In fact, they say adding any type of sodium to your diet can actually cause you to retain water, making you look and feel bloated. Whenever we're getting like health information or like diet tips from social, I mean, take it with a grain of salt.
Especially
no pun intended.
TikTok,
Here.
it's like, oh, look at you. Yeah, right. Seriously, it never works out.
Yeah, I feel like whenever we do these stories, I feel like it's never like on the positive. TikTok was right, guys. You know, like
right.
we're never saying that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
go to your doctor or nutritionist or dietitian. That's probably, the advice that you want, obviously.
For sure. Hey, the Powerball drawing, don't forget about that. It is tonight, and it's your chance to win a whole lot of money.
Oh, the jackpot soared to $815 million. That makes it the 7th largest jackpot ever in the Powerball. It is estimated cash value of $368 million. We'll have the winning numbers on NBC 10 News at 11 o'clock tonight. Cracker Barrel is reversing course and scrapping its new logo.
After backlash online, the restaurant chain says it listened to guests and its old timer will stay in place. Cracker Barrel's redesign had removed the man and the barrel from the logo. Didn't we learn this morning his name is like Herbert?
Herschel.
Herschel.
Yeah.
Herschel.
Which is so fitting, isn't it?
And the barrel are gonna stay. Are you surprised at the amount of backlash that it got? I mean, it's still like the mustard yellow color and the brown.
Yeah. I guess I am because I didn't realize. I know Cracker Barrel is very popular.
Yes.
It's got a cult following, clearly.
Yeah.
Right. And then when the internet gets a hold of something, then it spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
But then you see it. It's like when I think of Cracker Barrel, I think of like the interior and what it looks like. It's kind of packed in there. It's homey.
Well, remember part of that story. The other part of that story is that they're revamping the inside too to make it more farmhouse feel, not old-timey. A lot of people are redoing their kitchens with the farmhouse kind of like look. So it's a little bit more sleek, a little bit brighter, not so like dingy with barrels and stuff.
Do you remember, it was like about the time, like mid-2000s, McDonald's refreshed some of the interiors? The one at Villanova, like...
Oh, I don't.
Got this like very modern interior, and you're just like,
what is going on?
My experience. Yeah, you know what I mean?
So change always takes a lot.
Yep.
But, the barrel's back, and Herschel.
The barrel and good old Herschel.
Herschel is, apparently he never left, right? They never even got a chance to change it.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a winner.
Yeah, the Hers is adding new potato chip flavor to its everyday product lineup, thanks to you. Every year, the Hers, flavored by Philly Crunch Off Contest, features flavors dreamed up by locals. This year, featured long hots and provolone, tomato pie, special hot stromboli. After nearly 200,000 votes, long hots and sharp provolone will soon be available on store shelves. I feel like we've tasted
all of these
years ago.
Yes, because remember this year it was the Battle of the Champs.
Yes.
Right? I don't remember the stromboli one, but I remember tomato pie, and I remember the one that won this time around, the long hots, and it was just like, it didn't wow me.
No, it was and maybe that's the point.
Maybe that's the point of it.
You know what I mean? Right?
Exactly.
That's what I was wondering. Because I like the stromboli. I remember that the tomato pie was okay.
You remember the stromboli one?
Yeah.
The tomato pie one just tastes like ketchup to me.
Yeah.
Like ketchup potato chips.
That's right.
I forget the stromboli one though.
Yeah. Then the long hots were like, these are chips.
It was like just chips.
Yep.
With a little spice.
Little season on it.
To it.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what people want.
That's it.
All right, that's going to do it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. You can also catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.